doing the oil change. (2012) Ford Mustang. That's basically a light duty. So again, we're doing the oil change today. And of course, that's a V6 3.7 size engine, so running real smooth. Here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and jack it up and pop the lug nuts underneath and drain the oil. And by the way, I just want to mention that I have the engine running. It's a good thing to do that because the vehicle had been parked for a few days, so not a good thing to do your oil change when the motor is cold. So you want to run the engine for a minute. Run the car for a minute, about 5-10 minutes, and let the oil get hot a little bit, and that makes the oil easier to drain. So that's the reason why we have the car running. So before you drain the oils, please turn the car off. Don't forget to turn the car off. I know things can happen, mistakes can happen, and we tend to forget, so it happens to me. But anyway, so there's a cover that you have to remove. There's a cover right there. There's a couple screws. There's one over here, one at the bottom, and there's one right here. And the funny thing about those screws, this is the one that comes from here and the same size with the other one that comes from at the bottom. But this one right here is a different size. This one is smaller. So whether or not this is the original screw, but I'm trying to find something that's fitted. Okay, so I finally find a socket that fitted. So this one, it looks like a size. This is size 8. Let's fit that one. Size 8. So the one I just showed you, is basically a size 10. That's basically fit there. The one for here and down there. So just be aware of if you come across. But hopefully I don't think this is the original one, the small. So you're looking at the oil filter right there. It's not bad. So now we're trying 15. So 15 look like it's snug a little bit better. So we're gonna try that. But we're gonna try to see if we can get some kind of extension bar, to pry that, because we don't have too much leverage. So it's some kind of pry bar. And as you can see, we're not working with too much room. And we have the vehicle on jacks, as far as stand jacks. I don't know if you can see, there's one here and one from the other side, and plus we have it on the emergency brakes. Apply your emergency brakes, so make sure you do that. And plus we got it blocked with some brakes, both tires, so make sure you do that. Finally got the the plug loose. So now we're trying to get the plug out. And once again, this is a tight fit. So here's what we got here. So I'm gonna let it drain all the way down. So I'm gonna go ahead and put back the the plug. It's kind of uncomfortable underneath this vehicle. That's how low the vehicle is, even though I done jack it up real high. So if you hear me making sound like, that's basically because it's real tight underneath this. And make sure you wipe the residue of the oil. And I'm gonna get the socket wrench and go ahead and tie that up. And after that, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go over there and take the oil filter off, see what we got. So as far as the oil filter, you can actually get it from the front here. So that's where I got it at. So I get it from here. But you still have to jack the vehicle just to be able to fit your drain reservoir. As far as to catch the dirty oil. So you still have to jack it up. So as you can see, I missed the spot where the oil drain at. So you still have to jack it up. And basically the way you get it is basically from here. You can see the plug for it, where the oil filter came out of that. So you get it from the top. It's easier, better than get it from the bottom. And in fact, you still have to jack the vehicle up. So now what I have to do is just put the new oil filter and pour my new oil in there. And as far as my air filter, so that's the next thing. And these air filters, they're washable, so I didn't have to buy a new one. Just pop that in, pop that out. And by the way, these tools, oil filter remover, that's basically universal, which means, I'm not gonna say universal, but it fits different sizes. So I have that laying around, and that helps me a little bit, because some oil filter is real tight, and if you can't take it out with your bare hands, some tools like that will help you. So unfortunately, what I have, not the washable one. So that's the first time doing this, changing this air filter. So I don't have the washable one, and it doesn't look that bad. So it looks like it was changed not too long ago, maybe a year or two ago. It's not that bad. See, dirt that come out of it. So, and we got some dirt inside, so we're gonna get a shop vac and clean that up. And basically we use the same oil filter because again, it's not that bad. And the funny thing about it, this is how you check your oil filter. So let me show you real quick. So we're right there at the sun. If you can see through, it's not that bad at all. That's like you aiming. If you have a light, if you're close to a light, you can do it. You can see through it. As you can see, it's not that bad. You move it around, you can see all the way through. So this is one of the ways where you check your air filters. If I say oil filter, so I'm sorry about that. So this is an air filter, and just kind of like do it like that and clean it real good. Don't hit it real hard. Not on this surface. Hit it on that bottom surface right here. Or if you're gonna do on this surface, like I'm saying, do it lightly, and you can see all the dirt and particles come out of it. See, make sure in between these things, there's no big particles, or you can have a tool brush, just go around joint by joint, line by line, and just a little tiny tool brush, and you can clean that real good. If it's not wet, some filters you see oil or anything, it's damaged. So if like this one look barely new, so we're gonna reuse it. Not that we're cheap, but we're gonna reuse it. But again, they have those that washable. They about $50, $60, $70. Good quality, and they're washable. So next time I'm gonna do that. Hopefully I got some extra money. So I'm gonna go ahead and get me one, so I don't have to change it. It's just washable. Take it out and wash it, and boom, boom. So basically, I'm using a shot vac and blow it through the opening from the filter. Also here, that's where the filter goes. Very nice. If there's any dirt, you will see the dirt come out the edges. Very nice. And of course, we're going to go ahead and place our filter in that. And again, it's only go one way. Whenever you see that little thing, you can't miss that. It's only go one way. You got the clips. And our filter is good. As far as the oil filter, this is what we got. We got this over there at Walmart, so Walmart is way cheaper than going to a parts store. So basically our oil is basically full synthetic, so 5W20. We got an extra one, not because we're gonna pour the whole thing in there, but this 5-quart should be enough. So when you take it out the box, got this little plastic thing. Put that in there. And it's always good to lubricate the top cover, the seal, a little bit of oil. You can do it with clean oil, or you can do it with dirty oil. Doesn't matter. Just a little lubrication, so you don't need the seal to be dry and might crack, whatever. and create a leak. So just lubricate that part and lubricate the thread right here. It should be good. And you can see the way I'm doing it. You pour just a little bit of oil in there, not too much, just a little bit, and then stick your finger in there just like that, and then go ahead around the thread and around the seal. Just make sure you get there a little bit. You don't wanna fill that up, because what's gonna happen is, remember, your oil is gonna be this way, sideways. So think about it. If you fill that up, you're gonna insert your oil, your filter sideways. The whole thing gonna spit out. So you're just gonna make a mess. So all right, let's look real good. One more thing before you insert your oil filter, go ahead and clean any residue that you have. All right, from there, just go ahead and get a rag and clean that up. Always make sure it's clean. So basically, you don't need no tools for these to put the filter on. Once you get it straight, just tighten it a little bit, not too much. A little smell should be good. And you should be good with that. This is my son. Say hi, Dylan.
Hi.
So what are you doing?
I am holding
You're holding the steering wheel, so what are you doing? Where are you going?
I am going home.
I thought this is home.
This is a...
By the way, how can you drive and your feet
It's not on the pedal.
is your both feet not even touching none of the gas pedals or the brakes, nothing. So how can you drive if your feet cannot touch the pedals?
I don't know. Why?
Are you gonna help me? Cause you see I'm doing an oil change. Oh, you can't drive like that, Dylan. That's a no-go, Dylan. That's no way. Dylan, you can't drive like this. That's a no-go. That is a no-go, Dylan. So what you gonna do?
I'm gonna stop the car.
It's already stopped. So you took the jack stand out, and remember, you have to put back that little plastic cover. So once you finish that, now it's time to put our fresh oil in there. So as you can see, what my son, Mr. Dylan, is holding, you can use anything as far as a funnel. So this is basically for ABS brake fluid. So what I did, you cut the head, the bottom, and clean it real good. All right, insert it, and that'll become a funnel. Go ahead, Dylan, hold that for me, please. That basically the end of the funnel, right, Dylan?
Yes.
All right. So what we're gonna do is basically, that's our oil. Are you ready, Dylan?
Yeah.
That's okay, Dylan. It's not gonna hurt you.
I should wear gloves.
You should have wear gloves, right?
Yeah.
His hand full of oil, so. Dylan wants to learn mechanic. Right, Dylan?
Yes.
So we're gonna pour the whole 5 quart in there.
It's leaking though.
It's dripping. So that's the whole 5 quart. All right, dry your hands, buddy. You're a mechanic. That's what you are, man.
Can I take this off?
Yes, you can. You're a mechanic, man. Don't let it drip on the vehicle. There you go. You can put it somewhere else. All right, then. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and clean any residue as far as leftover, oil that drip on the engine. It's a good thing to clean that, because when you start the engine, whatever the residue oil that you have dripped on the engine is the motor is gonna burn and it's gonna smoke a little bit until it burn out. So it's okay, but always, if you have time, just clean that. And then you go ahead and make sure the oil cap looks clean. Put that back on. And that's tight. Now I'm gonna make another video to show you how to reset your oil change for a Ford Mustang engine size 3.7 the V6. So the year is 2012. So I'm gonna make a next video, because this video seemed to be too long. So I'm gonna make a next video to show you how to reset your oil change. Say bye bye.
Peace.